shadows of each living hell pass ghostly through the sight. Sharpness in rejection and a rootless aching void. The weight of heavy thraldom where the peace was once destroyed. Watching innocent existence being torn and cast away. That deep maternal sorrow finds no breath of words to say. Now the darkness is dissolving, moving back into the blur, as she stands upon the threshold where the stillness waits for her. Lineages are moved across the years. She sees the repetition in the history of tears, understanding that the labor rests in every pair of hands. She takes a portion of the task as destiny demands. From now on, she lifts her voice to make the wisdom clear. The glory of the good life and the light that's drawing near. Speaking of the consequences when the path is lost, until the weight of every fall is worth the heavy cost. Right here, the ancient groove begins to find a different shift. From now on, the olden burden finally starts to lift. Deep in total stillness settles down upon the ground. The anchor of the heavy heart is nowhere to be found. Dust within it, gale, dust to vanish into thin, as a new and open corridor invites the breathing in. Dwelling in the quiet of that resurrected space, offering a life to be a sanctuary of grace. Speaking clear examples of the way that life should grow, so those who follow have to find a light, a way to go. Giving truth the freedom and a resonance of tone, until the path of healing is a road that's clearly known. Standing where the sorrow finds its natural quiet end, where the timber of the spirit finally begins to bend. Gentle tides of restoration rise up from the deep, while promises of odor once she finally can keep. From now on, she lifts her voice to make the wisdom clear. The glory of the good life and the light that's drawing near. Speaking of the consequences when the path is lost, until the weight of every fall is worth the heavy cost. Right here, the ancient groove begins to find a different shift. From now on, the olden burden finally starts to lift. The light around her reaches out and grows forever wide. The unbreakable old rhythm has been cast at last aside. What used to be a narrow trench is now an open way, beneath the golden brilliance of a never-ending day. Quiet waves of liberty begin to softly roll, moving through her body and the fabric of her soul. Echoes of the good life and the consequences told flow through her very spirit as the newer worlds unfold. Sensing how the sharing of the light begins to spread from one heart to another, where the heavy stone was laid. Declaring with the fire of a being made complete, she's ended bitter winters and stood within the heat. Seeing every cycle and the heavy human cost, she offers up a way to find the things the world had lost. The clandestine contract loosens and the wheel begins to slow. Healing and the rising are the only ways to go. From now on, she lifts her voice to make the wisdom clear. The glory of the good life and the light that's drawing near. Speaking of the consequences when the path is lost, until the weight of every fall is worth the heavy cost. vibration takes its hold and echoes through the dawn, unfolding in the here and now, for all the days unborn for now.